Players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of. And here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
12.
Now Burrow going to change things up.
11 MT, Tate. 11 MT, 11 Thomas. Here we go. Stop.
They'll set up to throw. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
11 MT.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Open man downfield is Chase. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup.
Hey, we got to go score.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals will strike first here in this wild card matchup. So that, an early statement. They go for it on 4th and goal and wind up punching it in.
And that wasn't on the 1-yard line either. It wasn't just quarterback sneak range. They had to work for that one, but they certainly got the job done.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
15.
We'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, his first throw of the playoffs is intercepted. Such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field.
And he's in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call it.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys stepped up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Joseph Osai just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. And when you're down a couple of scores like this, plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
43! 43!
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And this would have been returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. That is caught. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs and continuing to move the ball.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TV. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. McPherson on for the point after. And now it's blocked. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor, maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Running left to give to Pacheco. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, it's Pacheco. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Yellow. 15. Right side.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be second down.
15.
Now Mahomes going to shift him around. A run by Pacheco on second down. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
15. Yellow.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
1:55 left to go in the first half of play. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Here we go.
They go play action with Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50.
Here we go.
Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
11.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
11 empty. Gotta go.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Here we go. 11 empty tape. 11 empty tape. 11. Stop.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals will extend their lead here just before halftime.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Yellow.
Throwing now is Mahomes. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Yellow.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
And taken right on the 30. Stays on his feet. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. Shot.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. Shot.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 50 yards for him on the ground now and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
11 MT. Shot.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On third down, Terry. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Burrow. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I was just going to say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet. Make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver. No grounding, nothing like that, but no one gets a chance to pick it off either.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's get set.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. Oh, nice move. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. They'll send a receiver in motion left. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Hey, 57, 57. Hey, yellow, hey, go.
Now Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Yellow. Hey, ribble it. Yellow. Attack. Easy. Yellow. Hey, let's go.
Mahomes going to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. And they're going to speed things up here. Mahomes now on 1st down. His throw incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Second and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now Patrick going to change the play.
Yellow. Hey, 43. Hey, 43. Hey, 15.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. In motion, the tight end.
Yellow.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Here we go. Stop.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
He'll take it inside the 25. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 8. Mahomes quickly complete out wide. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there.
15.
Again, it's Pacheco. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Hey, 57, coach.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 14. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Pacheco gets it and tries the left side. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Chiefs are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Point after here coming up. Now that shaves a bit off the lead. It's now a 23-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
On one, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room?